Hi, everyone. Well, let's review a single barrel proof bottle of one of my favorite distilleries around. Let's review Jack Daniel's single barrel proof, 131.2 proof. This is my first review of this bottle on TikTok. I've had this two other times. My first time that I've had this bottle, only one other time, was pretty much when this product came out around 2015. In those days, I was basically pretty much strictly a Jack Daniels type person. You know, I had the basic old number 7 and 80 proof. I kind of elevated to the Gentleman Jack. Then I elevated to the single barrel selected 90 proof. And then came this. At the time, I thought this was a little hot for me. Many years later to now, and really, honestly, in 2023 is really when I first started getting into higher proof whiskeys. But this is even before we got into bourbon. This is the very, very beginning of my whiskey journey. At the time, this was a little bit hot for me when this just came out, and I grabbed it, and I think it was a little bit much for me at the time. And the only other time that I had it was a few months ago, courtesy of Bourbon Barry, and that was just a little 2-ounce sample. That one was 132 proof. This is 131.2 proof, very similar. But obviously, these are all single barrels. Everyone could be different. So just to back it up a drop, again, this is Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. This particular bottle is Barrel House. It's from Barrel House 2-05. This is barrel number 2308454, and the bottling date is 9/20/23. So if anybody has a birthday that day, leave me a comment. September 20th, 2023, this was bottled. So this is 131.2 proof. The Jack Daniel's single barrels, I believe this selects, the regular selects 94, and these barrel proofs come from barrels that they age on the upper floors of the rickhouse. They generally range from 125 to 140 proof. For the most part, I've seen these barrel proofs in this low 130s proof range, but the general range could be anywhere from 125 to 140 proof. So that's it's a fairly high range of proofs, and also fairly high proof. The mash bill is the same Jack Daniel's mash bill that they use in all the Tennessee whiskeys. I was going to say bourbon, but we'll get into that in a minute. It's very similar, with a couple of differences. But the mash bill is 80% corn. It's the same Jack Daniel's mash bill. 80% corn, 8% rye, and 12% malted barley. And this is from the company's Brown-Forman, Jack Daniel's Distillery. It is not age stated, but generally it's estimated these are 4 to 7 years old. And this is a Tennessee whiskey. It has all the same, meets all the same qualifications as bourbon, except obviously being a Tennessee whiskey. It goes through the Lincoln County process, 6 days dripping through 10 feet of charcoal. That happens right after distillation and before it goes in the barrel. So that's basically the details with this. I'm very anxious to try this. So this is my third time trying this, and like with any single barrels, each one could be slightly different. So the sample that I had from Bourbon Barry, this one could be slightly different and could be different than the one I had before many years ago. But again, the difference is this is only the first bottle that I'm reviewing that I'm reviewing on TikTok, and my preferences certainly have changed for higher proof whiskeys, and higher rye content too, but rye isn't a factor in this. It's only 8% rye. The issue is, and the factor is, the proof. So let's get this in a glass and see how we like this one. Okay, we got this in a glass. I think the cork pop was fair. I mean, some of these I've seen, the liquid in there is great. I don't know if all the cork pops are not always the best, but I will tell you these corks are very cool. I love the corks. Cork pops, so. And by the way, before I start the nose and the tasting, there is one thing very important to mention with this. What made this especially wonderful to buy today is normally the MSRP, at least in my area of New Jersey, in most places I've seen in New Jersey, MSRP that I've seen is around $73, give or take. These Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs are around $73. This was on sale for $55. $55 is about the MSRP in my area just for the regular Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Select, the 94 proof. I thought that this was a fantastic deal. This is basically, 17, $18, in some cases even $20 less than what I normally see this for. And it said it was a definite tag. It was at this was it. It was just one bottle at a Bottle King near my office in North New Jersey. And it said $55 and a definitely sale tag. And I'm like, yeah, that's a no-brainer to me. So it's kind of like getting the barrel proof for the price of the Single Barrel Select. So that made this extra sweet. So now with that said, I can already tell you what the nose is like because I can smell it coming out of the barrel. This is definitely potent. But let's give this a nose. Now, yeah, this one, I mean, I'd say there's ethanol coming out of one, but I don't mean this in a bad way. It's just a lot of stuff coming out of the nose. There's definitely some sweetness, sugar, maple, caramel, and of course, there's always that classic banana. That seems to be the case that I found. I know a lot of people say that it is true, but right now I'm getting less banana and more kind of burnt maple, maybe some burnt chaw. But this is just a lot coming out of this. But buckle up. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is definitely potent. This right away, I gotta be honest with you, I tasted, it's not the banana that's hitting me this time. It's funny because every barrel's different. I actually know I talked about the Maker's Mark chocolate. I did get a little bit of chocolate in there. I'm telling you, I got a little bit of chocolate in the taste, a little bit of sweetness, chocolate, caramel. Yes, banana too. There's that classic Jack Daniel's taste, just revved up and amped up with the proof. And you can taste, it's that charcoal mellowing, I definitely feel, definitely influences the taste of all the Jack Daniel's products. You taste that charcoal, taste maple. There's a definite sweetness. There's like a char to it, but it's definitely almost like a burnt maple, burnt sugar. But banana is coming to me less in this one than actually the other ones I've tried. Just because it kind of goes to show you there are differences. But the more I taste it now, I am getting some of that banana taste. But to sum up, it's the classic Jack Daniel's taste. It's revved up, it's amped up. This is a good one, and that finish you definitely feel. I said this the last time I reviewed this, and I feel it again. I feel it is potent, but you kind of you feel it even more so on the back end, on the second half of the palate, and then on down. But at the same time, for a 131.2 proof, this is very drinkable. I did say at the time, and I think I would stand by from what I remember, that I felt when I drank this the last time that this was even more potent than the Old Forester Single Barrel, which is 132. If I had that at the time, I'm long gone with that, but I am searching for a new one. And I think I know a store nearby that has it. We're going to be seeing that soon. But I thought this was more potent. And I think this is the same, although I think this is close. I really like this one. And I say this one, everyone is different, but I'm going to get more into this. I know what other people have said, just let it sit for a while, let it open up. Maybe we'll try this with a cube, a couple of drops of water. I think we're going to play around with this a little bit. But this is absolutely fabulous, and everybody who says it is right. It's just nice to actually have a bottle now at home, and we're going to take our time with this, let it evolve, and come back to this, see how the bottle changes, see how the taste changes. But I mean, this is good stuff. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.